Have you ever thought that the simplest thing in your bathroom, an ordinary bar of soap, has saved more lives than all the medicines, antibiotics, and vaccines combined? And that it was born not in a laboratory, not in an institute, and not by a scientist, but literally out of dirt. In ancient Rome, on the hill of Sapo, sacrifices burned for the gods. When animal fat melted into the ground and fires left ash behind, rain washed it all down into the Tiber River. Women washing clothes there noticed something strange. The murky, slippery water cleaned better than usual. And just like that, humanity accidentally invented soap, somewhere between ashes and sacrifice. But people didn't realize what they had discovered. Centuries passed. In medieval Europe, a city of stone walls, narrow streets, and a smell thick enough to slice with a knife, people feared water. They believed it opened pores for disease. To wash was to risk your soul. Perfume replaced hygiene, and mops replaced miracles. Then came the plague, and it swept away a third of the continent. The gods were silent, the filth was not. In another part of the world, the Arabs began to make real soap: olive oil, lye, fragrant herbs. Soap became an art. It was traded, gifted, perfumed. Cleanliness became part of faith, not luxury. And strangely enough, plagues spread slower there than in Europe. Coincidence? Maybe. But history was already whispering, the future belongs to those who wash their hands. Fast forward a few centuries, the 18th and 19th centuries, the industrial age. Soap was no longer cooked by hand in copper pots. Factories made it by the ton, cut it into bars, wrapped it in paper, and sold it as a brand. Clean became not a privilege, but a slogan. And still, people didn't quite grasp how vital it was. Then came a man who changed everything, Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis in Vienna. He noticed that doctors who washed their hands before surgery saved far more women after childbirth. He demanded everyone wash. They called him insane. You can't wash your hands too often, he said. But the numbers didn't lie. Where they washed, people lived. Where they didn't, they buried. And soon, his obsession with cleanliness became medical law. From that moment, soap stopped being just a substance. It became a symbol, a border between life and death, civilization and chaos. By the 20th century, soap was everywhere, in every home, every ad, every film. It smelled like lemon, sea, and childhood. And no one realized how many epidemics it had quietly stopped. No applause, no Nobel Prize, no headlines, just quiet work every day by every sink in every hand. If you think about it, soap became humanity's quietest hero. Not a great invention, but a great reminder that the biggest discoveries are often born from accidents. So next time you pick up a bar of soap, remember, it began with rain, fat, and ash, and ended with millions saved. Soap, the lucky accident that washed humanity out of the dark.